Here is a short showcase of the global weather system within last summer. So the weather system is handled via material parameter collections, and we can control our wind intensity, we can control our fog distance, and our fog color. And depending on what I want the weather state to be like, just increase that back up to its base of 40, of 40, of quite a large value, since in this scene I don't want any fog to really be affecting the player too heavily. We can also increase the wetness and snow in the game. So if we look at these materials, these are all set up using one master material. And we can increase the coverage. So eventually you can see there's a little bit of displacement here that covers the rocks if they are facing upwards, and then once it gets past to a certain extent, so I believe that value is, yeah, when it goes roughly past 1.5, or when it goes roughly past 1, it will start adding vertex displacement to create this snow effect. This is fully serialized between levels, and if, say, you go between 2 levels, it will look at the previous level, copy its current weather state if you want that. That can be very easily turned off just via the level creation. And then we can also affect our forest color. So we can see this game in the future, I want to convey emotion via the forest. So we can select at runtime what colors we would like elements of a forest to be. So like this, these leaves on the ground, and this, and the main trees. Then we have standout elements such as these big trees and this smaller one but still very large tree, which will not be affected by this. It's more narrative and a way to show that the forest is not just reacting to you, but it's living on it, but it's going on by itself as well. You are just affecting it. So we can see what we can affect the gradients, the more subtle gradient, and the dark and the main color. So this can lead to really lovely effects throughout the forest. See, even with this, if we're at a ground level, it is really nice. It's allowed for, it's quite stylized as well, using black borders around the leaves and using no base colors. It's just using my cell shader. And we can also control our wind direction. So if we can just see how that works. So we use a vector 4, and we can control this just via the hue and the RGB, really. Yeah, that's the forest and the weather setup I have going for last summer. Hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.